think for Mr. Olsson, his legacy is just his personality more than anything else. You know, his honesty and his integrity.
When he spoke, everyone listened. He had sort of a commanding presence about him, and people paid attention to him.
John created a great foundation for us to grow this company with, and a lot of that had to do with being very ethical, being highly professional, and of course, work hard.
He saw that by a little hard work, a little energy, a little grit, that you can move the needle, and that's why he bet on himself.
I'm just sure he would be just amazed at what this has become.
Olsson is a multidisciplinary engineering consulting firm really focused on infrastructure.
We put together the recipes or the guidebooks or the designs that allow the constructors to go in there and build something. And we're also problem solvers, so we do a lot of studies for communities and private entities that have a problem and they want to know how to get it solved. We are problem solvers. When I think about what makes Olsson different, there's three ways you can differentiate yourself in the market. You can provide a cheap product, you can provide the best quality product, or you can have relationships that are second to none. And I think Olsson does good on the pricing. We're not the cheapest, but we give you good value. We have really smart people that are technical, but our relationships and the way we treat clients and the journey we take them on has differentiated us, and that began right here in the state of Nebraska when we started in 1956. The people here are second to none. Right now, Olsson's repeat business is like 90%. We've got a lot of people that come in year after year. In the beginning, you don't have that. You have no repeat business. You have a phone that sits there and you hope that it rings, or you can choose to go out and find work. And when my dad was building the business, he spent a lot of time doing that, spending time on the road, meeting with city councils, village boards, for the purposes of building relationships, becoming their friend and just getting to know them. Relationships really got the business going.
John's always felt that if you serve the community, you serve the company well.
We still believe in the things that I think he really instilled in us, and again, being part of the community, being great to your people, treating your clients with great respect. He did all those things, and we still carry those forward today.
He saw the hardworking ethic that we have in this community, in this state, and how committed people are to doing good things, and he said, yeah, this is where I want to be. The culture that's been born out of the state of Nebraska and the people we've hired has been able to carry forward into other states that we do work in. So the culture that permeates Olsson all over the country began because of the people in Nebraska, and I see that when I'm in other offices. That Nebraska culture kind of resonates.
He was willing to take a risk. He loved the state of Nebraska. I mean, from early on, I feel like he knew every single city in this state because he'd done a lot of traveling when he started the company. And him building a business here and having it grow to this point that it is today is just would be the right fit for a person who was being honored this way.
A lot of times a firm's character changes as they grow. I think generally speaking, the important aspects of Olsson's has stayed there. You know, when I started, I was the 9th employee, and now we're multiple of that. But you know, a lot of the things that I think people talk about today are still valid.
They've kept their roots intact. They appreciate their history, but they're always looking forward as a company. But they set the foundation from the past, and John gets the credit for such a strong foundation base.
His induction into the Hall of Fame just represents why Nebraskans, they're known to work hard, they're known to be committed to the things they do, and so for him to be put alongside other leaders in the state who helped make the state what it is, I think he would be immensely proud, and he would be very humble about it, but he'd be excited about it. And it means a lot to our organization because I think we represent that all the time. And so it's a great honor for him, his family, but also the people that work here today.
I know how hard he worked to make it happen. I've tried hard to live on to his legacy. The employees have tried to carry on doing the same thing, and I know my son is trying to work hard to do the very same thing, so it meant a lot. October of 1957, so the company had been around about a year and a half, and he was asked to come in and present to a group of students at the university about what it takes to start a business. I found his notes on that, and it's pretty cool to read through, and there's a passage in there that I'll share with you that I think defines him really very well. And it reads, this was kind of at the conclusion of his comments to the students. He says, "In my opinion, the engineering practice is built on the professional integrity and competency of the individuals that make up the organization. Time will tell if my little organization can fulfill these requirements." Well, here we are 68 years later, one man, now we're 2,300 people. I think we can say, yeah, we did fulfill his dream.